It is such garbage. Trump's ex-strategist rubbishes new Fire and Fury book on Newsnight. Dr. Sebastian Gorka called the book's author, Michael Wolff, a charlatan and a liar as he lashed out at the left-wing Trump derangement syndrome suffering progressives during an interview last night. His words have come as Donald Trump has been taunted for trying to stop the release of the book. Responding on BBC Newsnight to claims in the book that most days Mr. Trump preferred to be in bed by 6:30 p.m., Dr. Gorka said, "It's asinine. It's such garbage. This is a man who sleeps less than 2.5 hours a day. When he's tweeting at 4 a.m., nobody is tweeting for him. That's the President of the United States." When asked if anything in the coverage of Mr. Wolff's book struck a chord with him, Dr. Gorka responded, "Nothing at all, especially if you look at the basic facts he gets completely wrong. In the excerpts that have already been published he can't even get right whether the president knew John Boehner. He says on the day that he became president he had never heard of the Speaker of the House John Boehner, when any child can go on Google and put in the names Donald Trump and John Boehner and find photographs of those two men golfing with each other 2 years ago." Speaking of Michael Wolff, he added, "He repeats the calumny of all the febrile left-wing Trump derangement syndrome suffering progressives out there and I don't recognize any of it." Dr. Gorka's words have also come after Wolff yesterday hit out at Trump's claims that his book Fire and Fury, Inside the Trump White House was a fantasy and full of lies. Claiming his book is based on about 200 interviews with White House staff, Mr. Wolff said, "They all say he is like a child. And what they mean by that is he has a need for immediate gratification. It's all about him. This man does not read, does not listen. So he's like a pinball, just shooting off the sides." The book hit the streets earlier this week with a release date brought forward after Trump's legal team attempted to block publication. Bookshops have reported people queuing outside to secure a copy, with one in Washington sold out within minutes. The huge publicity generated by Trump's reaction sent it straight to the top of the internet retailer Amazon's worldwide bestseller chart. An excerpt has former chief strategist Steve Bannon saying, "He's lost his stuff." Former White House Deputy Chief of Staff Katie Walsh is also quoted as saying that working for Trump is like trying to figure out what a child wants. Mr. Wolff claims that Trump is increasingly forgetful, repeating stories word for word inside 10 minutes and fails to recognize friends.